What's up guys, I'm Perry and today I'm going to show you how to set up the Wim Home app with your Wim Pro. So now that I've got the Wim Pro all set up to my soundbar, the next thing I'm going to want to do is finish the setup for the Wim Pro by using the Wim Home app. I've already got the app downloaded onto my phone here, so you might want to take this time to search for this app and download it onto your phone. Once you open it, it's automatically going to search for the device that you're looking to set up. So right away, it found the Wim Pro that we're setting up right here. And then it's going to prompt us to continue the setup. So we're going to go ahead and click on setup to continue. Now from here, it's going to ask for your location to continue the setup, and it's completely confidential. So you can go ahead and click allow. From here, it may take you to your location settings, so you'll want to access the location by going to the location part here. From here, it will take you to the location settings for the Wim Home app. So I can go into the location setting here. I have different options to allow location access, so I can choose either ask next time or when I share, or I can click on while using the app. For today, I'm going to allow location access while I'm using the app. So I can go back now, and from here I'll be able to continue the setup. Now from here, it's gonna ask you which output you wanna use with your Wim Pro. So because we set up our soundbar through the optical output on our receiver, we're gonna go ahead and click the optical out. Next, it's gonna ask you for the Wi-Fi information, so you just need to find your Wi-Fi network right here, and then enter the password for your Wi-Fi network. After that, you'll hear that sound letting you know that it's connected to your Wi-Fi network. So after that's all set, we can move on. Now it's asking if we want to set up a Wim remote to the receiver for additional control. We actually have one right here, but we're gonna save this step for later on. So if you don't want to set it up right away, we can just X out of this option. Press no for now, but don't worry because we're gonna be able to do this later. And now it's downloading the device update for the app and the receiver to be in sync. And this might take a few minutes, but while you're waiting, just be sure not to disconnect the power from the receiver. Now it's asking if we want to name our device, which we actually recommend doing. This way we know which device we're controlling through our app, which is helpful, especially if we have multiple Wim products set up through the app. So you can either customize your own name here, or there's a bunch of different recommendations that we can use. So we've got bathroom, bedroom, den, etc. For today, we're just gonna set it to media room here. After you picked a name, you can press next up here. Next, it's gonna ask if you want to calibrate your device. We recommend that you do this so that there's no audio latency at all. So we'll just press calibration here. From here, it's gonna prompt you to connect the receiver to your audio device, which we already did. It's also gonna tell you that it's gonna play a tuning sound, so you'll wanna be sure to set the volume on your speaker. And it's also gonna ask you to set your receiver to wherever you plan to have it set up in your room. After all of that is sorted out, we're gonna click on Let's Start. And now it's gonna be calibrating. Once it's all done, it will say measurement is finished, then we can press done. And from here, we can set up the audio playback for the best sound possible between our receiver and our speaker. So again, because we're using the optical output, it's gonna tell us to set the optical output. And from here, we have different options on sample rate and bit depth for the best sound quality possible. So for that, I'm gonna make sure that it's set to the 48 kilohertz sample rate, and I'm gonna set the bit depth to 24 bits. We can then go ahead and play test the audio to make sure everything sounds all right. So right now it's playing some music. Sounds good, so we can go ahead and press yes. And then it will tell us that the SPDIF output resolution change is successful. So now we're almost done. All we need to do next is enable the Chromecast audio or the work with Alexa if we have any of those devices that we plan to use with the Wim Pro. So if you do plan on using your Chromecast audio, you're gonna enable it by clicking the enable button right here. It's gonna ask you to accept the terms and agreements, so you can press accept. And you can do the same thing if you're planning on using your Alexa, so you can press enable. Then it will ask you to sign into your Amazon account to sync up your Alexa to your Wim Pro. So after all that, we can press done. And now it will bring us to the main hub to control the app. So if we want to go ahead and play some music, we can go to this browse tab here. Then we can scroll down and see all the different options we have to play music. So we've got Amazon Music, we've got BBC Radio, Napster. Me personally, I use Spotify, so I can go to the Spotify button here. From here, it's gonna ask you to open Spotify, so if you have the Spotify app on your phone, you can access it by going to the Open Spotify button here. It'll say Wim Home wants to open Spotify, so we're just gonna say open. And then from here, we can go and search for any song that we wanna listen to, press that song, and at first, it might just play the audio from your phone. So to fix that, we're gonna go to the Devices button here at the bottom. And then you'll see the Wim Pro show up as Media Room since we named it that earlier. So we're just gonna click on that. Then we can press play. Nice, then you'll start to hear the music, and we can even go back to the Wim app. Go to the Now Playing tab. And from here, we're able to control the music while it's playing in real time. So we can pause and play the music. Yep. We can control the volume from here too, so we can lower it. And then bring it back up. We can even skip between tracks, so we can go forward to the next song. Or if we want to go back to the previous song. So this is just to show that we have full control of anything playing from our receiver through the app. And because you're connected through Wi-Fi, you can go anywhere in your house and not have to worry about losing connection and control any type of music that you want to play at any time. You can also access the settings of your app to make any changes, so we can press on this gear icon here. From there, you can change the audio inputs and outputs in case you changed which ones you're using on the receiver itself. And you can also use the settings tab to switch other settings, so you can rename the device if you wanted to. You can get more info on the speaker. You can set an alarm clock, go through the network status, and much more. So now let me show you how to set up a preset. So say I want this song that I'm playing right now to be one of my presets. I can go to the Now Playing tab, and then you'll see these three dots here. So I'm gonna click on that. And then you'll see we have the preset option right here. So I can click on that. And from there, I can pick any of these slots that I want the song to be. So if I want it to be preset 1, I can click on 1 here. So now I have the song set as preset 1. So let's say if I'm playing a completely different song at the moment, and right away I want to switch to that preset, I can go to my remote and press preset 1. And then it's gonna play that song that I set as preset 1. You can also queue up a playlist as one of your presets, and for that you're gonna go through Spotify, search for your playlist, start your playlist by playing the first song there. Then you're gonna go to the Now Playing section of your Wim app and press the three dots. Set it up to any of the empty preset slots here, and then you'll know it's working when the preset is listed as the name of your playlist. And you can also use the other music services that we have available to do this. So for example, if you wanted to use a song from Amazon Music as preset 2, you're gonna follow the same exact steps. Go to this three dot button here, go to the preset button, and set it to whatever preset you want. So hopefully this showed you guys how to set up the Wim Home app with the Wim Pro. But of course, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to reach out to our customer support team through phone or email. As always, I'm Perry, and we'll see you guys next time.